Now let's go ahead and add all of the classes that we'll be needing for the style going to be as we have here. You can see here it's styled differently. So it's the CSS. And now we can do that right away. So I'll just add the style and we'll just have it working. So for the input style, we have something like this. For the input style, we have, let's say, yeah, we have something like this. And if we go back there, we should see it displaying properly. Yeah. Okay. That's it. So that's the style for the inputs. Okay. And another thing we want to do would be first, let's add a footer to what we have here. So just to make it look complete. And if we come here, we can add the footer here. And we also need the style for the footer. Style for the footer is pretty straightforward as well. So for the footer, we have this style. Let's use this. That's for the footer. And another style I want to do is for the search. Let's just add all the necessary classes so that we want, and the general search results should, we don't have the search result here, so let's add the search result just before the footer. Okay. All right. So with this, we should have it modified. Good. You can say it. Yeah, it's something like this. You could also add whatsoever you want for yours. Basically, this is it. Okay. As I said in the other video, that we will take this part out, where we're calling this function to display all of this. We need to take it, extract it into a store. So let's go there. Meaning everything that has to do with fetching and displaying information would be extracted to a store. But first, we'll be defining some. Let's define some utils for what we want to do. So let's have another folder. Okay. Let it also be in the store folder, since what we want will be related to the store. In the store folder, you can remove this if you want. But in the store folder, let us have a file called fetch utils dot typescript. The fetch utils dot typescript a few things we want to do is to take out the header we had earlier. We have the header here. We take it out. We take out this function as well. So let's start with this. Let's add it here. all things being equal, we'll come back and make adjustments as necessary. Um, where is it? Okay, this is the header. Extract this as well. Bring it here at the top. Paste here. Okay. Nice saying we don't have movies. That's all right. That's all right. We don't have movie there. So part of okay, and we also need to define another type, fetch by type. So let's define an interf. Let's just call it a type. Type fetch by type. We'll be needing this later, and what we need there is the type, and it's going to be a string. Then the page is going to be a number. Okay, and we'll be having a function called fetch movie by type. So let's export. Maybe we'll comment this out at the time for now. So fetch, export. Let's call it an async function because we're fetching something. Export function, fetch movie by type. Fetch movie by type. Fetch movie by type. So this is where we pass in the prop. And this prop is going to be fetch by type. The type of fetch by type. So we say let movie equivalent to await. This is where we'll bring this in. Okay. So bringing this down. But we don't need this. So what we'll just return whatsoever we have, return this. Okay. All right. So return that. And now this is where we are looking at the type. So it's going to be the prop. We're going to add something like this. The language here. Okay. Where this is the prop type. Okay. Change this to this prop type, and this will be prop page. Okay. So with this we are good to go. Wait. And we already have our headers here. So everything is set for that. That's one function. We have another function we're going to export as well. But basically that's how it is. And that's straightforward. So another function we're going to do in the next video is fetch movie by ID. And we need that so that fetch movie by ID. So export